Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chef AJ and Friends. I'm your host, Chef AJ, and my guests today are Bill and Connie DeKRAMER, and they're going to be making chocolate cherry chickpea brownies, which are not only vegan, but also SOS free. They have a book in this year's 2025 Vegan Health Bundle, which is going on now just for a few more days until 11:59 p.m. Pacific time on Monday, March 10th. And for only $49, you get all the products, books, ebooks, well, not books, ebooks, courses, exclusive video for the low price of $49. You get over $5,500 worth of content from your favorite chefs, influencers, doctors, and more. Please welcome them to the show. Hello, I can't talk today. This is what happens when you do a late show. So how are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing
We're
great,
good.
Chef
Good,
AJ.
good, good.
Thanks for having us. It's
My,
wonderful.
my pleasure. So tell us what you have in the bundle.
Okay, yeah, it's an exciting week. This is the week. You only got 10 days to get this bundle, and it's such a great offering. It keeps us going for months. We've had it for the last 3 years, and it's just like this is great. So what we have in the bundle, I wrote a cookbook called the Very Whole Food Plant-Based SOS-free Cookbook, because I went into this phase where I wanted to even eliminate like nut butters and commercial plant milks and any refined sweeteners like maple syrup or molasses and even flour. So I just wanted to start the ingredients with whole foods, because we have found over our 35-year journey of this whole food plant-based lifestyle that the more whole foods the ingredients are, the better we like the taste, actually, and the better our bodies like it. We feel better when we eat foods just with the whole foods. Our bodies just say, thank you. So we found that we just want to steer more and more to the whole foods. So I started eliminating the flour and the nut butters and that. So I did this whole cookbook. There's 23 or 24 recipes in there with just that. So I'm going to make a chocolate chickpea brownie with cherries.
Go
for it.
This is cool.
Shada, who was on the show yesterday, who's in the bundle, recently made your recipe and said it was delicious and posted it on her social media today.
Oh, great.
That was
That was so
great.
sweet. Yeah, yeah. It's so fun. We're collaborating. What a community this is, too, that's put this together.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Well, chocolate and cherry is a match made in heaven. That's why the Black Forest cake.
It is. So are we ready to get started?
Yes, we are.
Here we go. So it's dates, whole pitted dates, and cashews. And now this is the one thing that I haven't completely eliminated in terms of the whole food. I haven't been able to find a way to take like a whole grain and make it really good. I start with a rolled oats. So that's maybe a little caveat to the completely whole food, but it's quite minimally processed. You just take that oat groat and squish it a little. So that's what we have here. So this is what I start to make my dry ingredients. So I'm going to whir that up and get them broken up. And there we have it. Now we have our dry ingredients well mixed. And now with the chickpea brownies, we're replacing the flour with chickpeas.
I love that. I think that's so great.
Very clever. And are those like, are they canned chickpeas? Did you cook
Yeah,
them?
these were canned. You can make them yourself, cup and a half. So this is like a 15-ounce can. And of course, we prefer to make them ourselves, but I was a little lazy today. The flavor when we do it ourselves, particularly because we make a vegetable stock, we take the pairings. We eat only organic food. So we take the pairings and we cook it up on the back of the stove. In fact, it's here right now.
There.
Every day we have that cooking away so that when we make our beans, we use that stock, and I'll tell you, it makes a world of difference.
Really
Wow.
yummy.
Yeah, really good.
Nice.
So So now we've got the cherries, some of the cherries. I'm going to fold some cherries in at the end. We've got the cherries, the chickpeas, and some water in there. So that's going to give us the next stage of our dough. Starting to look like dough.
It is.
Okay, no more whole chickpeas in there. And the other thing that I like about using chickpeas, now the chocolate and then the baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and vanilla are going in. One of the things I like about using chickpeas in place of flour is it makes the product, the baked product, so moist, really, really nice. So we'll put these in, pour those up, and we've got.
Don't you push that out there?
Oh,
we
when it
don't-
spins,
Oh,
it flies off.
it
It goes
flies off.
flying off,
Good.
yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna scrape down the side here too, so that we get everything down into it. Okay.
So Raw Chef Yin, who's going to be on the show in about an hour doing vegan Korean barbecue, is watching, and she said that from your book, she's made the creamy squash soup, the warm bitchin sauce, and the chocolate sauce, and it's all good.
Oh, that's
Well,
so
we
sweet.
think it is, but we are a little bit biased. But I'll tell you, people, when they shift, we've worked with so many people to shift from the standard American diet to a whole food plant-based. And sometimes I'll go to a party around the neighborhood or something, and they'll hear that I'm vegan. They don't even know I'm SOS free, but they just say something like, I could never do that. Food is such a joy in life. I could never give up all these things. But we have found that the whole food plant-based, particularly SOS free, actually, we appreciate the tastes. The palate, actually, when you drop this, particularly the salt and the oil, is so much richer that the taste of the food, if it is the joy of life, it's more joyful
That
when
is
you're
so true.
when you're SOS free.
Yeah.
So I don't argue with them, but I'll tell you, we're not missing anything by going SOS free. I'm on the bandwagon.
Nice. How long have you done it? Can't hear me. So guys, the bundle link, if you'd like to buy from Bill and Connie, is right in the chat and in the show notes. Whether you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, it's right down below. Of course, you can't click out with Instagram. If you bought the bundle, I'd love to hear from you what you like about it. I like the McDougall course, 18 hours of videos that nobody has seen because they were from his private conferences called the McDougall Advanced Study Weekend, where I actually got to speak 3 times. That was over 10 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
I'm really glad you explained that, Chef AJ, because I saw that. I haven't had time to look at it yet, but I really wanted to. So I'm glad to know what it is of McDougall.
how long have you guys eaten this way?
Well, really 30 years. We started out macrobiotic, then went Ayurveda, then went live food or raw food. And then Joel Furman really influenced us big time. And we've been following what he's about since then.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then you helped so much with the SOS free when I had a mini stroke and needed to get my blood pressure and arteries in top shape. And I'm just doing so good ever since I let it go.
Nice. Oh, you've got an interesting recipe in your book called ginger dragon sauce.
It's dragon.
It's good.
So it's great for like Thai dishes and that kind of thing, Chef AJ. Oh, again, I'm biased, but I think it's the greatest. Okay, so we have our dough, our batter's made now. You can see it's kind of thick. And now I'm going to fold in more cherries that I've chopped because I like to really have that cherry quality in it in the fruit. So it's more like almost like a cherry pie wrapped in cookie dough. So I'm going to fold these in. I used frozen because that's what's available right now. You can use fresh or frozen. The fresh, I think, is a little nicer because the texture is a little more firm, but this works fine too. So I'm going with the frozen today. Let me clean my fingers off a bit.
Now, what was the name of that gentleman we made the breakfast sausage from his
Oh,
bundle
yeah.
contribution?
Yeah, it was.
Was it Tim Kaufman?
Yep. Tim,
Yes,
yeah.
that was so good. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I really encourage you to try that when you buy the bundle because it was really good. You could use it as a burger even if you wanted,
Yeah.
or very tasty breakfast sausage. I loved it. And Jennifer Diamond has such a great cookbook in the bundle. And then Janet, the plant-powered peddler, she's a world traveler for sure on her bike and in many ways, showing us how to travel and have food, this food, all the way.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Janet, I mean, she knows everything about travel foods and eating this way. And she and her offering is offering to actually be a virtual coach for you anytime during 2025. If you're going to be traveling and you want some help setting it up, she's there for you. She is so amazing, so generous with her offering. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. There's not just recipes and cookbooks. There's a lot being offered in this bundle.
Absolutely. Yoga classes, you name it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. So now I'll just put this in the oven. Now I use my Ninja Foodie air fryer toaster oven because it heats up so quick. If I use the big oven, I've got 3 to 5 minutes to bring it up to temp. And I just love that I can throw this in my little toaster oven and
Air fryer.
Or air fryer, yeah, same unit. And it is ready to go in about 15 seconds. So I'm going to throw this in now and we'll put this in. Let me show you what the finished product looks like. And then Connie can say a little something about what she's offered in the bundle. Oh, do you want to show them those?
Sure.
Finished products?
This is a batch she just made this morning. Looks good.
Oh my God, that's
good.
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
Okay. We have begun.
So what I did for the bundle is a video series, 8 videos called
The Miracle of You.
The Miracle of You.
Yeah.
And when we're little kids, we're so open and curious and fascinated with life. And often we lose that as we get older. I'm 81, so I'm older for sure. But what I spend time showing you is when we have a deeper understanding of how the mind works and how life works, we can return to that magic that we are just by seeing things differently. And the first thing I talk about is, we think life happens to us. We have an event and we have feelings about the event. But the truth is, circumstances are neutral. What we really are experiencing, where those feelings come from, is the thoughts we have about what just happened. And when you begin to see that, it changes your life. You get into a place where everything is joyful. Everything that life presents, you're grateful for, and you see it as a gift, that there's something in that for me that's going to take me to more openness and well-being. And in our coaching, what we do a lot is support people who have cravings, because in this whole food plant-based world, sometimes people will fall on the wayside because of old memories that they use food for, or because of life circumstances that create discomfort. And this helps them, eating often they feel helps them feel better. But you can unravel those cravings so, well, easily, not always simple, because those cravings are nothing more than memory in the body of something that gave you relief at one point in your life. And when you learn about how the mind works and you stop relying on this voice in here to tell you what's real and what isn't, you connect with a deeper part of yourself that is your own wisdom, and that allows you to see what's creating the craving. And when you see that event or that circumstance that happened long ago, that unravels the craving. So you can be totally craving free. Anyway, if you have an interest in learning more about this, then we're happy to give you a free coaching session. You can just go on our website and connect with us there. But that's what my 8 videos are about, is the magic of you rediscovering what we are. We're so amazing, every single one of us. And we have so much to share. We have so much to give others.
Everybody does.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Every person. We're blessed to be alive. At least that's how I feel every day.
Well, you might be getting a sense of how Connie is. The older she gets, it's almost like the more childlike she gets. Not childish, but childlike in the joy of life. You look at a young kid and you just have to show them a playground and they're in bliss, right? It doesn't take much because of that innocence and that ease and that connection with the joy that they are within, that we all are within.
Yeah, and when we connect with that, life changes. Nothing's changed, but everything's changed. It's such a beautiful way to live.
That is so great. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, people are asking about the names of the books, but they need to do you sell your book outside of the bundle, or is it just from in the bundle?
There are no books that we're selling. We do offer coaching outside the bundle. So the cookbook that's in the bundle, it's only in the bundle. Connie's video course is only in the bundle, but we do offer coaching, and we have a 6-week program that we take people through in terms of really switching over from more of the standard American diet to whole food plant-based.
And I don't think you gave me your website in the show notes, but I can put it in the chat. What is your website, or how do people get in touch with you?
www.amazinghealtheffortlessly.com.
Oh, that's long. Okay.
It's a long one. It's a long one. I'll tell you how it came about, Chef AJ. When we both shifted to whole food plant-based and our bodies restored the health. I mean, we both had health conditions. That was the whole point. And it's like all we had to do was change the fuel, change the food, change the ingredients we put in our bodies. Our bodies did all the work. It was pretty effortless for us to just change what we were eating, because we were eating every day anyway. So it was amazing health effortlessly. You give your body what it needs. It's designed to thrive. And we haven't found anybody yet, really, who has made this change and they haven't seen that shift from any kind of health condition to coming back into balance and extremely good health.
That's fantastic. So you work with people one-on-one and in groups?
Yeah.
That's excellent. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Where were you guys? Have you always lived in Canada?
No, we grew up in the US, and that's kind of where we started our journey. We met in 1988, And so then the early 90s, Connie had the vision to share this with more people because we had noticed such a change in our lives. So she had this vision that we should start a restaurant. So we did, all organic, vegan restaurant, Santa Fe, New Mexico, 1993, a little bit ahead of the curve. It was
That
a
is
small
so
market
cool.
share.
What was it called?
Organics. It's called
Wow.
organics. Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
that's
it was
I did
great.
not know that.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, we loved it. Our clients, our customers loved it. Restaurants are a lot of work. And they started asking Connie to teach them how to cook like this because they wanted to eat that way, this way more often, but it's expensive to go to the restaurant to get it. So she started teaching classes, and we saw that we were working hard to feed a few people. And if we educated people, we would have more influence in the long term than just trying to feed them one meal at a time. You know, the old thing, give a man a fish or teach him to fish. We started teaching them
Yeah,
to
we
fish.
did. We
Oh,
love
that's great.
that.
So I have a question. Bill, are you tall or is Connie short or a little bit
I'm
of both?
6'4".
5'5".
She's 5'5". So
Yeah.
there's almost a foot between us. But yeah, I'm usually considered tall.
It's just like you're very cute together. Well, thank you so much. And thank you so much for being in the bundle. Both of you made an amazing contribution. And like I said, I saw your brownie first on social media this morning. Shada said it was amazing.
Oh, good. I'm
Yeah.
so glad she tried
Yeah,
it.
you have a German chocolate cake brownie in your book too that
I
caught
know that is what started it. And then I thought, well, this is so good. Let me see if I can get another variation. But German chocolate cake was one of the things I loved that my mother made. But eggs and milk and sugar, and it's like, how am I going to swing that? And then a custard topping with pecans and coconut. Like, how am I going to swing that? Try it out.
Yeah, it's
I was
very good.
surprised. It came out pretty darn good.
Yep. So where in Canada are you? We have a viewer named Elle that's in Alberta.
No, we're in British Columbia. It's Kelowna, a small town, a very agricultural town in the Okanagan Valley. It's about 4 hours drive east from Vancouver. So we're on the west side of Canada, and it's about 4 hour drive to Vancouver, Vancouver being right on the coast, and it is beautiful here.
Oh, wow. Well, very cool. Well, thank you so much. And guys, if you'd like to get the bundle for Bill and Connie or have a private consultation or take their course, all that information is linked below in the show notes as well as in the chat. And if you'd like to get the bundle, it's a great value, only once a year for 10 days. We have less than 5 days left for $49. We're not kidding. If you bought these offerings separately, it would cost you over $5,500. So all right. Well, you take care because I'm going to come back in just about 2 minutes with Kathy Hester, who's also in the bundle. She's going to be making vegan pizza, whole food, plant-based.
Oh, great.
All right. Take care, Bill and Connie.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.